Hello everybody, Cody here. I have a light language transmission for you today. So this one is going to be from my spirit guide Rhoda. So if you've seen some of my videos in the past, you've probably seen some transmissions from Rhoda before. So this is a very special one. He doesn't always come in for these ones. However, on my Patreon page, I definitely do channel him quite often. A lot of times, he delivers frequencies that are not just for the grand collective, but for spirit guides, for star seeds specifically. So I'll be reserving a lot of those for the Patreon page, because what they're telling me is that a lot of you will be gravitating towards the Patreon page that are also star seeds yourself. Almost completely, however, not 100%. There are many of you that will receive a lot of healing from that group, from the transmissions as well as the community. There are a lot of healing based transmissions that will be in the Patreon page. However, a lot of activations, because they are putting us to work right now. These beings are fueling our efforts more than ever before. Whenever there is chaos on the planet, there is more activity, extraterrestrial speaking, divine speaking, than ever before, because there is more of an opportunity for growth than ever before, okay? So Rhoda's already here, so you'll notice that he will step in moments where I speak with conviction. He will sort of step into my being and assert himself in a way that is a lot more direct than, say, me in real life, if you were to talk to Cody, but as I'm self-channeling him and having him just as an extension of my being, to be able to communicate to you guys in a way that feels human as well. That is the element here in channeling that is so important, I think, is integrating these channelings with who we are as a person. So you'll see some trance channels on my Patreon page. You'll see some of those. However, I really like to have one step here on Earth as well as one foot up there as well, so that I can convey these frequencies and these messages in a way that we can consume it, okay? So I have this message. He is really eager to get this through. It is about truth. So he wants to talk a lot about truth. He wants to activate your truth. This is an activation. It's going to serve as healing as well. Any activation has an element of healing, because they're activating points of awareness and consciousness that inform our healing process. So here we go. Mansumam amama akuma awa nyua huashungui aloliola makus manana tititiang no namalak tititi on rum titiana standara tititiana standara. Draw your awareness to the heart center. Ikimo ola alaliyuk na matarak tititia hansum sam hananak tanatagi okumla. Shanshanak tunum is indiritia lo ion mactunum from sandarakti iki anak tunamata uyamokuma atana sandaritititum ukukukukukuku. I'm not accepted. They're emphasizing throat chakra for this group. So there are many of you who have a block in asserting your voice and speaking up for yourself and your truth, having personal boundaries. This is a very key theme in activating truth, is throat chakra. So it's going to provoke a lot of different healing elements and different situations in your life that will provoke that healing in your throat chakra. So look out for that. Haum Hanuman aun uamu asanda ukian sanda ia sanda kumala alaktinidio sanda umakusuma ashanda umaha. Sanumana ukuma asanda. There is an ascended being that's coming through. His name is Hanuman. Huana uasanda. Chanukum alu ukum aturutu himu ola tum tan santum. Dung di yokum nakal kungu inyo sangada athan anda 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 ha handa o kuma o ayuna o kuma ola iyuna kum ho na huya mo kuma na hu o kuyo anu wasum wasum hi o komada tum sim 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 diok alak sam 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 amda tom da kun arusum de diok kwam samdarata ashi shishianak tana ala hayayen nos sayon maha noyana noyadar ur anasundram ko Hanakuana osandara iya shanda akala la 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 hana iya kendari titi direk sendiri titi titi hana na tak titi ola ansang tari titi He's talking about your meridians and how they correspond to the actual grid of this planet, and how our grid on this planet, or our grids personally, are connected to the grid on this planet, which is connected to the grid of this universal reality in this current universe. It's a form of alignment, sort of a he's working with you right now, configuring different elements of your auric field, your electromagnetic field, just so that it can align with these grids in a way that these grids can help support your creations in this life. Thank you. Okay, so this being, that was an incredible honor to have this auspicious being enter this space. That was a divine gift. So this was a very, very special occasion, and I'm privileged to be able to share that with you all. So what's just been activated in you is just sort of highlighting and amplifying the signal of truth in your being, in your DNA, in your spirit will become louder. So that inner voice that corresponds to that inner voice will become louder and will guide you in ways that reflects your heart's truest desires for itself. It will allow your spirit to anchor itself fully in this dimension. So that's the purpose of life, right? That's the purpose we're all here for, is to anchor our spirits in this life in a way that it is completely and totally reflected and represented in this dimension, in this physical dimension, the way that it is represented non-physically speaking, multidimensionally speaking. We're here to anchor that and create that here in this world. And part of that is honoring your truth, listening to that inner voice, speaking the heart's language, and leading action from that place. Find inspiration. Inspiration is your guiding effort. It will take you there with minimal effort. In fact, effort is an indication that you are out of alignment in the way that you're going about creating what you're creating. Or perhaps what you're trying to create is out of alignment with you. So this activation will connect you deeper with yourself in a way that you will be more connected to your authentic truth and desires. Doing so corresponds to your level of abundance in this life. Being in your purpose helps open up that channel of abundance, because being in your purpose, you know your sense of worth. You know your inner power. You know your strength. You know your capabilities. You know what you're here for. And when those elements are in place, there is no struggle, there is no suffering, because suffering comes from resistance, and there is no resistance when you have that level of awareness of who you truly are. Not who your ego's self-concept is, but who you truly are. These beings are thanking you for this divine gathering and ask you to share this knowledge and this information. Pass this consciousness on in any form that you can, with your word, sharing this on social media, or by simply activating your truth and living in alignment with that and creating from that place. Thank you so much. Peace and love to you all. Thank you.